So how old are you now, Mr. Larry?
74.
74.
Had a heart operation last Monday.
Yeah. So
Here I am. You know.
hey, don't be telling folks that, man. Well, every one of these that I'm gonna cut's a hickory. That's a hickory that's to the right there between that little Suzuki and the trailer, and then right over the top of them there's another hickory standing. We'll take it down too while I'm here. But yeah, this is a interesting story here, and I'm gonna introduce y'all. That's Mr. Larry over there that's talking over there now. But so this gentleman here is an old Vietnam veteran, and he was in the combat infantry. He got a Purple Heart. Just kind of give us just a brief rundown of your Vietnam stuff and everything.
Oh, I was just old gun, 101B. Good Lord, he ain't smiling on me. Tree fell on me Christmas Eve. Mr. Tim, he cutting all my trees.
And he had a tree that was standing over there. He fed squirrels in all the time, and he knew he needed to cut it. And he had some squirrels living in it, and he didn't want to cut it. And when we had that wind come through here on Christmas Eve, it took his tree down. Looks like a old white oak right there. Had some rod in it, and it landed and hit his house over there. So he had to make an insurance claim, and there's a couple of insurance companies here that are really putting the pressure on people now. He's already done had his house fixed back. You can see the divot there where it hit, and right there slapped this side of his house. And he knows that that they may end up, you know, canceling them or whatever and stuff. So anywho, we'll get these trees down real quick. Look at this tree, y'all. Oh, that's right. See that? Just a wind away from hitting that house again right there. I'm gonna get his birdhouse off of this thing here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop it off, get it off. So I pulled his little Samurai up out of the way, and this fella, he's 81, and I tried to buy 2 or 3 things from him while I was there, and that Samurai being one of them, and he ain't gonna come off of it. Ain't gonna happen. But what happened right here was he wouldn't put it back in gear, and every time I tried to back off of it, put some slack in the chain, it would start rolling. So I had to get down and walk over there and tell him to, put it in gear. And I was scared to death he was gonna fall, and everything. And you can see me kind of standing there with him, but I tell you, when I met with him the other day, he actually got a phone call from the VA, and I'm not sure who the girl was from the VA. She sounded to me on the phone, because he had her on speakerphone, sounded like she was maybe in her 30s or so. And man, she cared about him. I mean, she was wanting to make sure he was taking his medicine, everything. I sit there and listened to the whole conversation, and I thought that was just really, really cool, that they were seeing after him like that. Because, I mean, these guys, they need to be seen after, and taken care of. And but, man, he still gets around pretty good, even having a stroke a couple years ago. A stroke messed him up pretty bad, so you'll see here in a little bit. So I'm running the 525-inch bar square ground chain. Mr. Larry is running my 562 20-inch bar full chisel, full comp chain. What we'll do, once I set these pieces down at the road, I'll cut them up again.
Oh, okay.
Like this one right here, I won't take it with me. I'll just set it down there.
Okay.
And we'll cut it. That way I won't have to tote as much,
Very good.
So how old are you now, Mr. Larry?
74.
74.
Had a heart operation last Monday.
Yeah. So
Here I am.
Hey, don't be telling folks that, man. And,
Yeah, you're not going to stop me.
you got to where you're giving up a little bit, right? Had
Well,
hot, couldn't breathe.
couldn't breathe. Just got real tired, wanted to sleep all the time.
Right.
Couldn't breathe. I'm ready to race now.
So you had a heart cath done. They put some stents in, didn't
Yep,
they?
yep.
Got you. So that was last Monday.
Yeah, about this time, probably.
And so he's out here with me.
hey, I want y'all not to tell my wife.
Yeah.
I hope she don't see
This is
oh boy.
this is the best medicine that you could get, though, right?
This is the only medicine you can have.
All right.
Yep.
Yep. Well, we just got one more to take down. I'm gonna cut these stumps off. I cut these stumps off up high for 2 reasons. Number one, it makes it a lot easier to cut the tree down.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to log or anything, so it doesn't matter the height, but makes it a lot easier. And then it shortens them up too, so they don't reach as far when you. So the more you take up on the butt, the less distance that they reach. And then I just come back and buzz them all off and everything. Is what I do, just cut them off. So got one more right there to cut. And
gonna bring it out this weekend?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to probably gonna get up in it and get a few of those limbs out of it to narrow it up, because it's too wide to come this way, I believe. Yeah, because I think those limbs over there, and I don't want to hit that one. We'll look at it right here. We're gonna thread a needle on this one. Primary power lines right there. Got a hickory there. Of course, the house is right there. So we're gonna drop her, and we'll aim her just to go just to the right of that hickory down there. I trimmed this limb off this side of the pole, so I got it cut off. She ought to go down today. Tree's still in pretty good shape. I had a squirrel feeder on it. See the screws right there in it. It's still in pretty good shape. There's all the tops leaning over the house too over there. So it's either that or climb it, right?
Huh?
I said it's either that or climb it, right?
I think this would be better.
Yeah. We're gonna cut her here. So we talked about this tree. I was gonna get up in it, and Mr. Larry said, "You can put that tree down there in that hole." And, I was like, man, I don't know. All of us leaning over the house so bad. Me and him got to talking about it. He said, you can put that tree right there. And I was like, all right. So I notched it right there. You can see me walking out. I want to make dang sure that thing, because I didn't want to tear that hickory up over there, right there over my right shoulder that I was standing by. But there's actually not that much room right there to where that thing's got to land to the corner of that house either. The video's a little bit deceiving.
It wanted to start to go there.
Yeah, well, I've got it holding. I got to snap the trigger on it. I didn't cut it all the way. I just left it.
Excellent.
Y'all see that? And see that tree look good standing there. Get on the ground here, you can see it's got some bad in it. See, that's the trigger I left. I didn't cut it, I left it and then broke it with the machine. About 12 feet from the house right there is all. Standing there, waiting to hit it again. Yeah, buddy. I want to show y'all something here. So y'all check this out. This is Mr. John King. He's his guy I've been working for today over here. So got a Purple Heart. Just kind of give us just a brief rundown of your Vietnam stuff and everything.
Oh, I was just old gun, 101B. Good Lord, he ain't smiling on me. Tree fell on me Christmas Eve. After Tim, he cutting all my trees.
Yeah, we got you fixed up for now and everything. I'm gonna come back and grind them stumps. You told me you were 81 now, isn't that right?
Yeah.
81.
Old fella.
She's still young. Had a stroke 2 years ago, right? Messed you up, didn't it? And
can't do nothing much.
But you still kicking along.
I hope I get over this old stroke.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I just wanted my people to be able to see you. I do a lot of stuff on YouTube and everything.
That's what Robert said.
Right. So Robert will be watching this and he'll see you. And he'll be Mr. John. He'll say, I seen you on Cotton Top's channel.
Oh,
yeah.
That's for squirrel hunting, buddy.
That's right.
350 years.
What year was you in, the years you were in Vietnam?
66, 67.
66 and 67. And that's why I brought Mr. Larry here along with me too. He's an old Vietnam vet also, and so I knew he would enjoy coming and hanging out and doing this. Now Mr. Larry just had a heart cath done last Monday, had stents put in, and so I knew that this would be good for him. So I called him yesterday afternoon and got him because we got to take care of you guys like y'all, man. I tell you what, there's a bunch of people right now screaming at their phone screens, thanking you for your service, you.
I appreciate it.
For your service and everything, and I can assure you that. Mr. John, I enjoy working for you and everything.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We'll grind the stumps now, too. I love this stump grinder. It just flat eats the stumps up. I have no complaints with it whatsoever. There's no telling how many thousands I've done cut with it now. So that's what it looks like done. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 and 5. The root rot on these things was just unbelievable. As I started grinding down through them, I mean, it's a miracle that they have stood as long as they have. And all the rest of these around through here are going to be kind of the same way too. They're going to be, there'll probably be, a few of them that are not, but just, you can see how dark that was. All that was rot right there. It's fun having Mr. Larry here with me hanging out, and I knew he would enjoy visiting with Mr. John there and chit-chatting with him. So I just happened to look up and see this right here. It's hung in this tree. I always like to look around, make sure there's nothing hanging or anything, especially if I had to send the tree down through some stuff. Luckily this one was low enough to where I could grab it, flipped it out, so that was good. Let's set it right here. A lot of good hickory. I took all the hickory chunks home with me, so I got plenty of firewood. You need firewood, you need hickory for barbecuing or hickory for firewood. I got plenty of it. Just hit me up. I like selling whole loads of rounds. Hit me up on that if you like to split your own, and I'll make you a deal on them rounds.